Hi guys, Rachel from Desert Blossom Crafts here. Today I wanted to show you how to make the interlocking fan stitch. This stitch is really easy to make. It just uses double crochets and chains, and it uses kind of a smaller type of fan slash shell stitch, just interlocking with each other. But it's really easy to make, and I'm going to show you step by step how to do it today. Now, to get started on this stitch, you can really use any yarn and hook combination. I am using worsted weight. This is Mary Maxim Starlet yarn. The swatch was that yarn also, and I'm just using a H crochet hook 5mm to go with it. Now, I like to start all my projects with foundation single crochet, and the multiple for this stitch is 6+1 using foundation single crochet. If you're unfamiliar with that technique, you can check out the tutorial in the cards in the right hand corner. But the multiple with this is 6+1. If you're using a chain stitch, you'll need to do a multiple of 6+2 plus a row of regular single crochet so that you can get to the same effect as me. But I have 13 stitches here, which is 6 times 2 is 12 plus a 1. And I'm just going to turn and get started with this stitch. So I'm going to chain 3 first of all. This does count as a double crochet in this stitch. And I'm going to do a double crochet in the second foundation single crochet. So the chain 3 counts as the first one, and I'm just going to do a double crochet in the next. And now we're going to learn the fan stitch that this stitch basically uses over and over again. And we're going to first skip the next foundation single crochet, and we're going to do our fan in this next one right here. Now to do that, I'm just going to start by making 1 double crochet. And I'm going to make a second one in the same exact stitch. And then I'm going to chain 2 and make 2 more in the same stitch. And that is basically the fan stitch we're going to be using over and over again. Now to repeat this row, the next thing you're going to do is skip 2 foundation single crochet this time. So if I show you from the top, we're skipping this one, and we're going to make a double crochet in the next one. So we're basically, with this stitch, we're going to be altering single double crochets and full shell slash fan stitches. And I'm going to skip 2 again and make my fan stitch in the next one in the exact same way. 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. And this is the pattern you can basically repeat across however big of a row you have. You're just going to keep skipping 2 and doing a double crochet, and then skipping 2 and doing a fan stitch. And when you get to the end, so the only thing to keep in mind is at the end you're only going to skip 1 before doing your 2 double crochet. So throughout the row you're skipping 2, except for at the beginning and the end you're going to do 2 double crochet, skip 1. At the end you're going to skip 1, and then we're going to do 2 double crochet in the last 2 stitches. 1, and here's my last foundation stitch. 2. Okay, so this is just a really small sample, as you can see, but that is the repeat. You can keep repeating across however big of a sample you're making. Okay, so for the next 2 rows, I want you to keep a specific rule of thumb in mind. Anytime you have a fan stitch, you're going to do a double crochet in the top of it, and anytime you have a double crochet, you're going to do a fan stitch in the top of it. And this is how they just alternate, and it makes it pretty simple to repeat this stitch pattern. So I'm going to chain 3 and turn. This counts as a double crochet again. I'm going to do a double crochet in the next double crochet. And now look, here's my fan stitch. So I'm just going to do 1 double crochet in the top. So in that chain space right there. And this will feel like you're not doing much, but then when you do the fan stitch in the double crochet, it will make up for that lost space basically. So I'm still skipping these double crochet of the fan, and I'm going right into this double crochet that was in the center. I'm going to do a double crochet and another double crochet, same fan stitch as before, chain 2 and another double crochet, and one last one. So there you can see that rule of thumb playing out already. Double crochet and fan, fan and double crochet, and now we're going to do one more double crochet in the top of this one before skipping the last fan and doing 2 double crochet in this double crochet and the chain 3 that we have. So here's the double crochet we're going into. You can see we skipped all of this, and then we're going to go into the chain 3 on the edge. Okay, and that is row 2. So you can see every other row will have one less fan or one less double crochet. So here we only have 1 fan. The first row we had 2. Now when we turn and do row 3, we're going to have 2 fans again because we're going to do them into the double crochet. You'll see what I mean. So after I chain 3, I'm going to do my first double crochet here again. And now I'm going to do a fan in the double crochet. So it's going to feel a little cramped this time, but it's okay. That's how it's supposed to be. You're going to go right into this one and do our fan. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet. So here's our first fan. It's a little cramped, like I said. And then we're going to do a double crochet in the top of the fan stitch, the center of it. And then we're going to do a shell in this double crochet again. So we're skipping the fan double crochet, we're going in the single one. And we're going to do 2, chain 2, and 2 more. And then we're going to squeeze in our last 2 double crochet in these last 2 right here. And that is pretty much all there is to the interlocking fan stitch. To keep repeating this, you're just going to repeat row 2 and 3. So like I said, you'll always have one less or one more fan stitch. So if I show you this sample again, the very first row I had 1, 2, 3, 4 fans, and if I turn it over and count row 2, I only have 1, 2, 3 fans, and that keeps alternating across. And I know on one row it seems like you don't have enough stitches, and the next one they seemed a little cramped, but as you can see with this swatch, it pretty much balances it out, and it's okay. It doesn't end up with curvy edges or anything. All of the stitches balance themselves out and make this really nice, pretty interlocking stitch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have lots more stitch tutorials and crochet patterns, and I'm going to be releasing new videos every Friday in 2021. So I would love to have you as I continue on this journey on YouTube. Yeah, I hope to see you around the channel more.